Now, I got told they were making him faster. He hasn't seemed faster yet. We'll get there, assuming he'll get there.
Is the most important event of the semester. A good many eminent guests.
What do you know about Palatine?
The intro screen music was good.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
We will get on our horse once we
Are you a first year?
leave the no speeding zone. The light jog on foot is faster than horse inside the no riding zone. Good boy. Oh wow, I really overshot it. Where'd it go? I see you there. Oh. Alright, make our way down to Lab Assistant Sachs. Now, travelling back and forth amongst areas we've already traversed is much quicker because not really, we've already sort of searched everywhere for loot. I feel confident. Oh, hang on. Are you the lab assistant? Hey Fox, game's good, I like it. Dude runs a little slow, but... oh, yes.
Enjoying the view? Isn't it dangerous to breathe the air up here?
What? What do you mean?
I mean you're dumping the waste left over from the artifact examination upon the village of Parnak.
How did you find out? Did that spirit send you?
What spirit? Sax, you poisoned an entire village. That one yonder, down there.
It's not my fault. I was following the spirit's orders. Look, that artifact is possessed by a spirit. A ghost. Some restless soul. It's been haunting my dreams. Then it demanded I ignore the rules and dump the waste right over there.
But why?
The water was imbued with a magic that empowers the spirit. Once that water ended up in Parnak, they all got sick. Now he wants to know where the artifact is buried, but well, no one's gonna tell me that. I'm a mere disciple. An exhausted disciple.
What's good for this spirit is poison for men. Now you must wait for this spirit to be exorcised.
I'll exercise you.
I didn't want to poison or curse anyone, honest.
No doubt. Who sets out to help a villain? There's always some excuse.
Always excuses. Alright, where are we going? Over there. Alright, horse. Horse needs a higher gear. I wonder if it's quicker to go... I think it's actually quicker to go go the other way and fast travel so we don't have to slow through town. Plus we can pick up this loot on the way over here. Because villages don't have speed limits. And there's a scroll. So, you know.
Hugo,
Priorities,
I'll tell
right?
you more.
Well, what is it? Tell me, is it pretty?
Horse, you're in the way. Thank you.
Very quickly. A brother and sister quarreling for 7 years.
As if every family in Gloucester lives in.
They go at it like beasts. Like they want to kill each other.
I was about to call the horse. The fast travel's here. I wonder if he's faster. Someone said they were making him faster, and it does feel a little bit faster. Not a lot, though.
Today's a very important day for us, my love. Because today, I finally screwed up my...
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's... I think maybe the game's leaving a lasting impression of slow dude, so when you come back to him, you're like, yeah, he's not that bad.
Oh my.
Bernard.
Why the tragic sighs?
Bernard.
Let us raise a glass of apples to the archbishop.
Bernard.
So I shielded the village. Haven't you noticed it yourself?
I picked up an
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Did you find anything out at the Mage's Tower?
An evil spirit made a laboratory assistant from the tower dump magic waste right onto your village. That waste was infused with the spirit's power. That's what was poisoning you.
But why did this ghost want to harm our village? What did we ever do to him?
It's hard to say for sure. His slumber was disrupted, so perhaps he wanted to get revenge.
What now? Will this entity feed on our strength until we all wither away to empty husks?
I don't know the answer to that. However, the spirit desperately needs the artifact, and the mages buried it somewhere. I don't know exactly where.
Oh, why did I get tangled up in all this? There's no hope left for us. If someone could find that wretched spirit and bring it to justice. The entire
only someone
village is
could find
dying
it.
and no one cares. How is that possible? You work for the prince, don't you? Help us. Amanda said the artifact had been dug up from those crypts on the other side of the bridge.
That's all the way down there. Although we don't have to go... Well, we don't go through there, we go that way. And that's part of Explore the Castle. I kind of want to do that, but there's this stuff as well. We want to tell Platinus about the retort as well. Oh, that's heading down... Oh, I don't think any of that gets through. Alright. That goes through there as well. I don't know if that goes through and around. We'll do this stuff and then make our way down here and here and there. So tell Platinus. Okay. There's definitely a lot of sidetrack and stuff. It's great. Hello, Platinus. Oh, I've read that letter.
Did you find them? Did you get the retort?
No, it's still at the Mage Factory. Ador knocked it out of Ursula's hands.
Oh no. It fell on the floor then. That's even worse. The retort may have been damaged. If so, the poison will start seeping out and spread around the mage factory. And then, who knows how many more people will go mad from breathing in its miasma. The Widow's Kiss has already destroyed the mage factory.
There's no plague or poison in the mage factory. It was wiped out in the course of some sinister ritual.
Sinister
Not by
rituals?
the Widow's Kiss. You can go straight in, retrieve the retort, and destroy it. Open the portal.
I can't. No one can. The mage factory is quarantined by Kthorn's magic and a whole army of mages. Besides, I can't even remember how to get to the mage factory. My mind's on fire. I need to neutralize the poison, and quickly. But how can I do that with the Widow's Kiss still inside the mage factory? Find the retort, and your reward will be generous. You have my word. I need a single drop of the Widow's Kiss in order to make an antidote. Without it, I'll lose my mind any time now. I'll destroy whatever remains without hesitation. I promise you that. Why did I even create this horrid substance in the first place?
Money. You did it for money. Is it done in there? Yeah. Find the treasures in the ancient tombs. What quest is that one? There we go. Hey, Crit. Yeah, pretty much. How you doing, dude? Oh, they've got some Huskars. $42. You cleaned out the attic bit and found the reason why you're a Packers fan? Is it a cheesehead hat? Got to get rid of the archers. Raiders as well. Okay. Oh, both the horses are on the right side, and they're going first. And they have that bait and switch type of move, which means I need 500 defense. We're going to get double attacks in on them though, so we do get to attack in on both. I mean, there'll be percentages. So we'll probably lose one of those. Or we lose one of those. But which one do we want attacking? 500 to 700. Those archers are going to cause a problem, I think. So we definitely want a crossbowman at the back. Oh, you got a Brett Favre trading card from 97? Nice. I think I want to put swap them around and then get the militiamen on the outside here. But I've got to think about the wolves. They can go 4. So if they were there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they could go up there and attack those and come back. Whereas from there, they'd need to be hasted to do it. Whereas I really don't want the horsies coming through and going like that and hitting here. What is their haste move? What's their move? 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so they could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then attack here, and I don't want them to do that attack. Might have to... What's your attack? They've only got 3? Okay. I think that's it. They got decimated. They did manage to kill a bear though. Oh, I thought we had the double... Oops. I just wanted to check something there. Oh, that was terrible, Panz. I accidentally skipped the wolf's turn just then. It shouldn't cost me more than a little bit of gold, but still, it wasn't good. Put a heal in on the bears. Haste on the... or charge the bear unit. You should be able to... Shooting next. I don't think... I think the only thing I can do is maybe hide the wolves behind the trolls. Oh no. He's got one arrow, shoot into the bear. Good luck, dude. Okay, Senchi, how you doing? Not bad. Alright, only a couple of repairs. Heals. Looks good. And then before we move on, I wanted to check. I thought I had double thing, but maybe it didn't counter because it's... I don't know. Yeah, so we didn't react to an incursion on the second time. the bears there. They fought back against the first lot of raiders, but didn't fight back against the second lot. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I don't know, I was wondering about it. It feels a little faster, but it looks like it's not. But it could also be because you mentioned that they were doing a move speed patch. Is that what I'm, you know what I mean? Save that for later. Still can't jump though. I mean, I would have thought if they'd made the decision, it depends on routine and what else they need to do to make it happen. But it feels like if that was something you're going to do, you just do it because there is absolutely no bearing on gameplay. Just increase move speed. Now there is the fear that if you just up the move speed and the animation doesn't change, it might look a little awkward. So I could get that. Like the player would slide around a little bit. Yeah, the horse definitely needs some improvement. It's a bit... The horse already feels like it's sliding around, but it gets stuck a lot. Yeah, I can't talk on the mage build and mana because obviously I'm not playing it, so yeah. So yeah, I can't comment whether it's someone just being bad with game mechanics or, which is a possibility, but it could also be a legitimate issue. It's kind of hard when especially on a strategy side of games. A lot of people will complain about strategy issues in strategy games. We've all seen it from roguelikes, you know, and card and deck builders especially, where people just blame RNG and it's just because they're trash players, which is fine. But this is one of the things that I'm like looking for loot and scanning. Like King's Bounty's always at heart being sort of strategy RPG, right? So you can't just expect to not strategy. If you have multiple stacks of one item, you get money for one. Really?
Stone door leading into an old dolmen. What will I find, I wonder?
I wouldn't have noticed because
it's not
you got
so
so much
easy.
money.
I should think a bit harder.
At first, after reading the message from Sujan, the serpent lover, Aldred the Spearbearer, couldn't help but laugh. But looking at his small army, he felt a deep sadness. Laugh, sadness. Treacherous indifference took possession of his mind, undermining his will. Okay, indifference. But cold rage sobered him and led the soldiers to attack. Laugh, sad, indifference, angry. Laugh. It's definitely the rage. Sad. Indifferent. Angry.
It worked.
I wouldn't... Complaints on the Steam forums are not worth anything.
The boy spoke the truth. There's something here.
Which is sad because some people will write, you know, will write good constructive feedback and have reasonable explanations for it. But I love reading the Steam forums because I'm a sadist. Right? I don't know why I do it to myself. I get so angry at people for being such morons. But it's a guilty little pleasure. I like reading them expose how stupid they are to the world through a complaint on strategy games and puzzle games. Like, we got a warfare, nice. The amount of times I've played a puzzle game or a strategy game and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I go to the Steam reviews, and people are like, this game would have been good if it wasn't for the puzzle mechanic in the puzzle game. And it's like, oh, well. When so many people are playing, there's something wrong? No. So that's a fallacy. Okay. Because when you get a game that's got a decent amount of media attention, King's Bounty did get a fair bit. Sometimes a lot of people complaining about something like a genre they don't like. Tomb Raider would have been a great game if not for all the jumping and puzzling. Yeah. Like, someone was in the channel the other night when I was playing this and said they were really interested in getting it, but then they saw that the combat was hex turn-based, and they're like, oh, that makes it, it's a shame that they made the game so crap with that. I can't remember the exact words, but it wasn't too vitriolic, what they said, but they obviously don't like turn-based strategy combat, which I get. You play a game like this and you think maybe it'll be more like action-based because you're playing third person, your dude's got swords on the back. But it means the game's not for them. But if they vocalize their complaint with a bad review on Steam because, it's a strategy game, not a
mummy. But where's the spirit?
Not an action fighting game, and you get enough people do that, well, that increases the percentage of bad Steam review, right? Crit was making a joke there, Keisenchi. That's why it's funny. It's a mummy. Oh, where'd you come from? Hey, you're that dude outside. Were you?
How do I refer to you? The mummy spirit?
My name was Molino. It does not matter now, however. What do you want
You need a
from
toothbrush.
I know what you need. You want to find your artifact and claim the power within it, don't you?
Yes. And yet, I don't see the blazing scroll on you.
So that's what it's called, huh? Well, that's something at least. So, can you see it? Maybe give me a hint on where to find it?
I can sense it, but I can't retrieve it. The mages buried the scroll and enchanted the place to ward off the undead. You can help me. Wait! Let me gaze upon it once more. Wait!
You don't look like a restless ghost or century-old corpse. Your body isn't even decomposing.
My knowledge of black magic allowed me to claim another man's body. I am by no means perfect yet, but once I have my artifact, I shall become fully human once more, powerful and vigorous. It's the only way for me to survive the Blight. The dead speak of nothing else.
You say the dead speak of the Blight?
It is inevitable. The dead are terrified by it, more so than the living. If only I had my scroll.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, I like reading the Steam reviews. I like reading the negative Steam reviews. I wasn't that dude outside. Like I said, because it's a little guilty pleasure to laugh at people's ignorance. Gives me some sort of air of superiority knowing that they're saying dumb things. I mean, it's a guilty pleasure. It's not something that I'm proud of. But for games in general, I would honestly say it doesn't matter what percentage of negative reviews are. Like, you could have 99% negative review, but it could be a game you would like. You're that 1%er. But when it comes to strategy games, or any game that is heavily involved in strategy, like this is a strategy game, no matter what. Someone could argue otherwise. At the core, it's a strategy game. not very difficult, but that's neither here nor there. And any strategy game, I think the reviews on Steam are completely worthless to the point that I wouldn't care if a game had, 1,000 to 1 bad reviews. My opinion is that it's just 1,000 people that don't know how to play strategy games.
So I shielded the main and picked up an iron bar with the oven and battered that.
The ghost tormenting you is named Molino. According to him, the mages are to blame for all your misfortunes. The mages defeated him and confiscated a scroll written with some sort of pact. As a result, poisoned water was dumped on your heads from the tower.
Here's what I'm thinking. Here we are, helping the spirit, yet he was the one who made the lab assistant dump all kinds of waste on our village. Don't you think he deserves a lesson?
He's supposed to lift his curse from your village. That's our main objective.
Don't you want to teach him a lesson?
I want him to lift the curse from your village. That's our objective.
I'll double the reward I promised.
Now I wonder what the original reward was.
Yeah.
I'll think about it, Bernard.
We don't know what the original was. He could just tell us it's doubled.
I want Molino to be punished for his misdeeds.
I can't commit to that. This is getting complicated.
Why the tragic side?
Is it really getting complicated? There's a whole bunch of stuff back here, but I haven't been quested to go there yet. And I'm kind of want to. We just need to remember we haven't been in that top area. And what is that? That's Rosin's? That's a trial. Then more stuff is heading down here. We've kind of been quested to go everywhere. Yeah, we even got a quest to go into the... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna wait then. Let's go down this way.
My boy wrote to say he started studying the art of brewing elixir. With such talent, I found.
We'll walk through the forest. See, that's why you walk through the forest. Should go for a walk through your forest today.
Have you picked up a plague mask from Remedius yet?
I haven't. Why would I need one?
Haven't you heard?
Oh, can I go up here?
My dream job, provided I
Not any
don't
new
have to
units?
myself
No.
out there.
I think at the end of the last stream we increased our team size, so we've got 4 bears and 3 trolls now. And that's about it. There is the opportunity for ancient... Wait, I missed... My friend, do you seek justice? Do you live to help your fellow man? If so, you will find someone in need help at Castle Adren. Turn... Here the scroll is torn. Oh. You there? Oh, well, you jumped in right at the start of the stream, so nothing's happened then.
Are you sure? What? Never caught any ghosts? Just throw it.
Don't throw it.
The hell with him. I didn't sign up for this.
What's going on here?
Our mentor sent us to this castle and provided this magic cage. We are to catch a rampaging elemental.
Don't be silly. This is no simple elemental, but a primordial spirit. It summoned its own horde of lesser spirits for minions. It's mighty powerful. And this dunderhead left the cage way over there.
I spoke with your mentor recently. His guest, a noble lady, asked me to help capture the spirit. With reason, I can see.
Really? That's great news. If you could clear a path for us, we'll sneak up to the cage and capture the spirit.
What are you waiting for? Go ahead and attack them.
Don't you boss me around. What's that? Hang on, hang on. There's an ancient legend. Or is that scroll that I picked up? Must be under the bridge. Oh, I see. So going around there. Oh, man. Okay, I want to know what's down there now. That's a cool little design. I like that. But I want the ancient legend. The elementals seem to be strong. But I mean, we haven't seen any numbers on them. Alright. 102 damage. Health. 300 health. Okay. Those are the ones we're worried about then. 400 health. And they're rank 2. I wonder what tier they are. Tier 3. Rank 2. Oh, that's right. Elementals have range. Oh, those ones don't. These ones have range, which is the same as their melee. They got good movement too, but they don't use it. Pretty sure we fought these in the Wyvern fight. And the Wyvern was the weakest one of them all. Alright. Wow, and you're all up the back. And going first. Not completely first, my wolves are first, but... They might have to move a little to shoot there. Okay. What's your movement? 2 with haste. 1, 2. And the wolves are only getting up to there. The wolves could be in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, that's... Alright, so here we go. Yep, that's what I said. Whoa. The freezing definitely sucks. Okay, let's... I want to heal the bears, I think. No, oh, I've pressed the wrong bar, Panz. I keep pressing the select button to bring up menus, because most games select brings up the menu. Even in this game it brings up the menu, except in combat. It's skip turn. I've done it like first 2 fights already. I didn't heal the bears again. I didn't heal the bears this time. Down. Good. Oh. This fight's a wash. That's a shame. I think that one might be just a little bit beyond us. Maybe if we got lucky, but I don't want to get lucky. Brutal enemies. Skip turn at the start didn't help, but I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. But yeah, tough enemies. Right, we might go back around this way. Head down here. Check out some of this stuff. Find out what this is. And then get back to that one a little bit later. I think that's fine. You stand here and make sure they don't escape. I mean, it's smart of the enemies to go after the wolves. They're a tier 1 enemy. Unit. So they have the least amount of health per unit.
Today's a
Do I want to be doing anything here? It's easier. easier just to ride through.
My boy wrote to say he started studying the art.
So I shielded the woman's daughter.
What's going on here?
Brave warriors! Lower the bridge. I must return to my mistress, Lady Letitia.
What did she say?
Hello?
That sound was some lonesome ducks.
You there! Are you deaf? I am Della, Lady Letitia's maid. My mistress
They
is
are not listening to her.
your commander. Let me through.
Oh, it's the dude. Oh, the trial. Oh, this will be fun. Alright, Scryer.
A new meeting, Seer. And another battle.
And another battle. Tyrant is an ancient mage from the Serpentine Age who conquered flames, darkness, and gold. He will lead hordes of gargoyles, undead, and a powerful bone dragon into battle. He will smite all creatures of the void.
Well, alright then. Oh, who's this Chad? Hang on, hang on. We've got a dragon. But I'm hoping we get a lot of spells. 4 gargoyles? They better have a lot of hit points. Okay, they do have 45 hit points, and they attack fairly well. The dragon has 2,000 hit points. Right. But look at them, they've got 600 hit points. Oh, wow. Okay. Remember, these are like pre-designed puzzle fights, so there's usually a way to make it work. The giants have a deal when... I think it's the giants have something when everyone's dead, is it? No, it must be... Oh, they get extra stuff for other giants. I don't know. Okay. Well, it depends too. I've seen that. I've seen the fact that it's being done. Does that mean if you take a loss, you have to restart the fight? Eventually you just work out, you know, what would happen. Because when you do something, it's fairly deterministic. You do something, they'll do. And if you restart the fight and do the same thing, and you do the same thing, they'll do the same thing. If a unit dies, like a team or a single unit. Because they're not losses, they're wounded. You just need to heal them. Alright, how far... What are our abilities? Wolf dies in a pack reload. Yeah, okay, I couldn't be bothered doing that. Oh, you wouldn't have wolves though. At some point you'd have to swap to very big units, which would probably be fun. Unit takes lots of damage at the beginning of its turn. Allied unit completely restores its own health. Okay. So we can do a full heal once. As an attack. Still don't want to get destroyed. Okay. Gargoyles are going second. Again, don't want them to get destroyed. Okay, so we need to get to that line and attack them, I think. Is that 8 move speed? It is 8 move. And is it flying? I don't know if it's flying. These would be pretty tough without a loss, but I think you could get it. It feels like you could from the... Like, we've gone from getting decimated to, I think, the second one that I really struggled with for a few attempts. When we won it, we lost like 1 guy. Maybe 2, but it was like insignificant compared to what was happening beforehand. Okay, get these guys up. I'll probably hold their turn. Such little damage. Right, adjacent hexes. Everyone to come in. And hopefully we live. It is a lot of attack. That one's a lot. Hang on. Am I gonna get hit with this? I am. Oh, hang on. Go again. I should have checked my spellbook first. I think because of the style of game and how it's already structured, a restart fight option that just brings you back to here would be good. I think also being able to swap in your 5 army units on that screen as well, because you can flee every fight. There's no penalty, no chance to fail. You can just back out of every fight. Swap your army around and then go back in with the 5 units you want to counter if you want to play like that, so you can make sure you're not getting countered and you want to counter. So it's like a radius. Deals damage and inflicts disease debuff on all units in a 7 hex area. Okay, so I think if I cast it like there, the 7 hex is the one I'm on and the ones around it. So it's not actually as big as I thought it was. That's what she said. I thought it was landing on all that stuff. No, that's just what my dragon can attack. Yeah, there it is. You can see it here. Maybe I want them to come forward then. I think they're going to come down that way though. Let's go here. A huge chunk of damage. Adjacent hexes. Do we just attack, or it could be do nothing, but I'm going to attack. Did I just use poison? Oh, they're coming down here. Was poison part of the attack? I think I might have poisoned instead of straight up attacking them. Oh, they taunted up there. And so did... Can't even, yeah. This was something that was a fairly, I did see this complained about a lot, is that you can't see effects from this screen. Like, this is the game board, and you can't see what effects are in place. You have to go into that menu and look down the bottom. No, if they've got taunt, we need to set up our other things somewhere. It means gargoyles will have to stay down the bottom and come from around the back. And then we go back in. Not that I'm going to go back and start again to check something out, but I'm kind of curious to see what it's like, because if the combat was like this at the start, with the weird counter, I probably would have stopped playing on day one. I'll check the dragon though, because we definitely saw it on the dragon versus like the mana worm, whatever it is, came up the hill and attacked into us, and the dragon countered first. It could just be a dragon skill, because I don't know. You know, it's the first time we've had a dragon control. No. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think it's just a display? It's just a display bug that's showing the counter damage before the attack damage? Okay, that would explain what's happening for most parts. But in that fight we just had, we displayed the damage to what are these things called? Soul Eaters, and it didn't display damage. So unless that display bug includes not showing the damage that it did because it was dead, but we did actually take that damage. It's hard to say because there's no health bars. You can only see your health bar when it's your turn or enemies. When it's their turn, you're moving around, you don't get to see anything. What happened on a turn. It is in the earlier fights. It's kind of very obvious what's going on, but when you get a fight like this where you've got so many status effects, there's also a visual. It's not a bug, but it's a design flaw where those aren't statuses. Those are their abilities, whether they have used them or haven't used them. Okay, so once these guys use up their taunt, it'll still be there. And he hasn't used it yet, so it's there. We don't have any effects. You have to go into this screen to see what status both buff and debuff units have. So the communication from the game board to the player is... what's worse than very bad? But it's probably the... you know... unforgivable, definitely unforgivable, but it's turn-based, so you can kind of work with it. If there was any sort of time sensitivity, it'd be unplayable. Extremely bad plus. Yeah. I wonder if that's the start we need, though, where we got the giants in on the poison. It was all good while these guys, well, I guess it was these guys, minded their own business. I don't know, I feel like I need to get the... I tried doing some of this earlier in the first few attempts, where you get the poison on the unit at the back, but it's hard to get them lined up. We just kind of have to be there and have a unit here and here, or be there and have them both there. For some reason, they don't want to just stand at the back. There is this little section here, though, which kind of gives an opportunity to, but I can bait them forward, but they don't come because they taunt on the first turn. There's another section there. If the retaliation poison as well hits, probably does. Hold off turn 1. Okay. Can drop the take extra damage here, Can fly in and poison. And then I think it's fly out and... Alright, let's do this. I hope that you come back. Oh, hey, they flew back. I wonder if that, taking that from the damage is going to have that much reduced damage from enemies. I think it is. Let's use that first. That one's a maybe you've died. But we did get poison on the giants for doing it. I lower the in-game sound. I could probably talk better. What do we have on the settings options? So just the music? Although I probably should have checked with everyone, because if it's only yours, then I've just taken the music away from everyone else. Apologies. Do we leave them? I think we leave them. Let's pass this. Oh, not pass, hold the turn. I can't, I've already held the turn. Actually, we should be able to get a free attack-ish. I don't think we get physical if we do that. We do definitely get damage there, though. They're going to come in and attack. How many hit points do we have? I think we have enough to deal with this. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Different people have different sound setups. Naughty Pine, how you doing, man? I think this is good for us. So the solution was firebombing our own dragon. Alright, we needed this to be attack and withdraw. We need you to actually withdraw. That's not a withdrawal. Oh, okay, good. Oh. I think we got this. Oh, where are they going that way? We do have a full heal on our dragon as well. Should almost definitely use this turn, right? Well, if they had moved in first, we would have attacked. It depends. I can't remember if the giants moved in first, or if the giants moved in first, they would have only gotten to stand here, right? Which then we would have attacked the giant and poisoned them behind, which might have been why they moved this way. Right. Unless they didn't want to block the giant. No, but he could have just walked over here. I don't know if I'm still burning. Yes, I am still burning. Yeah, so that's healing us for 1,064. I think we've shown it enough that there's definitely we don't have 2,000 hit points. Did we hold off our turn? No, we got stunned. I'm healing. Oh wow, because I'm still stunned I can't actually fly over there to do what I needed to do. I really hope that doesn't rip me. Oh, that's... might be okay. I should have waited with the gargoyles. Okay, so they're just doing nothing because we want to try and bait an attack out of them. Because that's so little attack. They're probably just dying, right? They're just gonna die. They have... We're taking 95 to attack, which means... Well, they've got more than 95 health. Huh. We need the hollow blades to attack them, but I don't think they will. Oh, okay. We got lucky there. So now it's 1v1. We have... Okay, I think we're good. Poison's not very strong. I mean, we either take an attack or we take an attack. Oh, he crit us. So close. Do I like this game? Yes. It's a strategy game. The reviews don't mean anything except highlight most people's inability to review things that they should, I guess. The game's not without its quirks. There's some issues. But like I said, I'm having lots of fun. It's a strategy game. The strategy holds up. In fact, I'd go so as far, we talk about it a fair bit on this channel. In any game, don't pay any attention to the reviews. They mean nothing. Whether you like a game is usually completely different to whether someone else liked a game. The number of idiots that get on after 1.7 hours on Steam, write a review, and then refund the game because they won't back up their ability to be a journalist with, you know, putting in a quality amount of research. It's you know, and then people listen to the reviews. So it's really hard on game devs these days. There's definitely some user interface decisions that are lacking. Like I said, I can forgive that. You might not be able to forgive that. Right? I can because it's turn-based. So you can take your time and have a look around. If there was any time element, it'd be I think that would make it go from put up with it to be unplayable. But there's not. So some more transparency in the numbers would be really good. But for the most part, kind of okay. Duke Maximilian's armor, though. With 15 armor for -1 speed, we could use the boots, and some of our units would have -2 move speed, so our bears and our trolls wouldn't actually be able to move. We probably won't be using that then. Hear you out. What if we made a puzzle game and then at the end of the game we put in a dodge the laser boss fight? Poor Tetragon. Yeah. Awesome. I'm so happy we got that done. We've been getting these Duke... Oh, there's treasure here as well. Loot. Nice little garbage pile behind the thing. Alright, now that we did that first